What's going on, guys? Welcome into your energy news beat here on this gorgeous Monday, January 4th, 2020. Like a phoenix rises from the ashes, we are back. I am your humble correspondent, Michael Tanner, coming to you from an undisclosed location here in Denver, Colorado. As always, joined by the executive producer of the show, the purveyor of the show, and the director and publisher of the world's greatest website, EnergyNewsBeat.com, Stuart Turley. We are back. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we got a packed show today.
Yeah, you could check out the rundown and all of that and a bag of chips here on the side. But before we do that, guys, I would be remiss if I didn't tell you, please check out our new website, www.energynewsbeat.com, the best place for all of your energy news, not just oil and gas news, guys. We're going full-blown energy. You should subscribe to this YouTube channel. We need all the support. You can go check our Twitter feed out at Energy Newsbeat, the best place for all of your energy news. Diving into some of the market stuff today, Stu. Why waste any time? Not a great day for the markets. Generally, Januaries are really good for the markets. Not the first trading day here on the 4th. As you know, last trading day was December 30th. SPY was down 1.8 percentage points. Nasdaq down 1.8 percentage points. Dow Jones down 1.6 percentage points off a couple things. One, rising COVID-19 cases and sort of just the fallout from Operation Warp Speed. The consensus is the way we've distributed the vaccines, at least here in America, hasn't quite been good. I'm not one to talk about that because I think the military's done a fabulous job of rolling this off, but the consensus on the street has been that Warp Speed hasn't quite been the as effective as it should be, so that's really holding markets down. And then again, the Georgia runoffs, which happen tomorrow, we're not really going to know the answer. It's probably going to be later in the week, but the betting markets have actually turned towards Democratic, and the more Democratic we swing, the less and less the markets like that. Yes, maybe that $2,000 stimulus might come through, but in overall economic policy, traders generally look for either a split or a more conservative Senate, so that's something that traders are eyeing for right now. The quote out of Jason Pride, he's the CIO of Private Wealth in Glenmede: if the GOP wins just one seat, they will likely stonewall some of Biden's more ambitious proposals, but any Democratic sweep of both elections in Georgia might give the incoming administration free rein on their policy agenda. And John Stoltzfus, chief investment strategist over at Oppenheimer, said that the S&P 500 could fall as much by 10% if the Democratic candidates win the Georgia runoff, so we will be carrying that closely. Moving over into the crude oil market, not a good day. Crude oil, that front month contract was down 2.7 percentage points, all the way down to 47.22. Back into the curve was down 1.45 percentage points. Again, this is all off the back of OPEC meeting today. I don't even want to get into all of that because Stu's going to update us all. Natural gas had itself a good day, up 1.85 percentage points to $2.58. I'm sad we were off the air for the absolute tanking. We were up at about $2.80 when we stopped. Now it dropped all the way down to 220. I was itching at the nerve to come out, but I'll dance on the graves of everybody who said it was going to be 450 later. Like I said, natural gas $2.58. Looks like a little cooler of a weather patch coming through. If you don't know why natural gas went all the way down to 228, 2 weeks ago we had basically a monthly weather report come out. About 2 weeks before each month, Bespoke and the National Weather Service come out with all of their weather reporting, and it's going to be a warm December. Now it looks like a cold front's coming in this week, but it still looks like it's an abnormally warm weather, which is not good for stocks. We'll be covering all of that. We'll see what happens Thursday. Back into the curve, 2.29 percentage points, $2.86. XOP, our E&P securities contract, was up a half a percentage point, 58.84. OIH, which is oilfield securities, up 1.5 percentage points, 156.32, or about $2.36. Some of our biggest movers in equities, COO, Chinook Limited, our Chinese oil company, they're down 5 percentage points. We'll cover why. Mexico Energy Corp, they're down 5 percentage points. Consol Energy down 7 percentage points. But we have some bigger movers on the day. So that index was actually up 5 percentage points. Earthstone up big. Blackstone up 7 percentage points. Sandridge up 10 percentage points. And Peabody Energy, a coal provider, they're up 18 percentage points. All right, international news desk, Stu. It's OPEC. OPEC drove today. What they met this morning. What we find out?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been crazy. Twitter has been blowing up over this. I'll tell you what, the first part of it is a majority of OPEC members, including Saudi Arabia, says that they are opposed to increasing oil. But Michael, they're speaking out of both sides of their ears. And this is going to be crazy.
Okay.
Let me give you a couple quotes out of this reports.
Okay.
They are hilarious. So the Saudi energy minister, Prince Abdul bin Salman, has consistently sought. Sorry, I'm
When we
Texas.
host the next OPEC meeting, you're going to have to be better at these.
Oh, I am. He's one that keeps a tight rein on the 500,000 barrel per day production. Okay, so you take that. Then you have the Russia's deputy minister, Alexander Novak. That's a little easier to say. Gave no public signal about his position is there are uncertainties ahead.
I'm hearing that Russia and UAE want increases of 500,000.
Exactly. Oh, that's where I'm going right here. And it is funny. In case for another small OPEC meeting, they are saying in February that they are expecting a recovery and want to increase.
Yep.
So, hey, we got to pay attention to this.
And so they're meeting now. There's no consensus today. That's why, if you read our overnight oil report, overnight trading was up huge. We saw 49.83 is the top, expecting that the current cuts to stay in place. Now that there's this fraction, we saw all day. I'm looking at the crude oil chart right now, just tumbled all the way from basically $50, currently trading about 47.21. They meet tomorrow morning. What's it like? 14:30 Greenwich Mountain Time?
Yes. But here's the thing, Michael. Even in their own reports and all of the newscasters that are covering this, you have some of the members saying increase, some saying not so much. And then you have others saying, yes, we're going to increase. Let me go walk through a couple stories here. Iran is to invest $1.2 billion to double their oil production. What's a few billion between friends? Their energy companies have agreed to $1.2 billion to raise the national crude outlook. This goes 18 other stories we got, Michael, that are just crazy in how OPEC is not going to be able to control their members. Here is Iraq awards $2 billion deal to the Chinese buyer without designation restrictions. They're getting in the first year cash up front, Michael. Unbelievable.
It's all about cash flow, baby.
Unbelievable. Then we go to Egypt, signs 9 new agreements for exploration over $1 billion. So we're talking $1 billion,
and that's to double Egyptian oil output.
That's right. So you have Iran, Iraq, you have all this. Then you have the reason this Egyptian oil is so important is this has involved all of our last year. We talked about Club Med.
Yep.
This is in the Mediterranean, Red Sea, but it's also leaving out the Black Sea, Turkey, and all that other. So now you're starting to see a picture across all of this that they're saying, we have no idea what this is going to do to oil. Supply is coming off the ocean in floating storage. That is coming down. But with all of this uncertainty in it, Michael, we have no idea. And then on that top of this, you and I were laughing over the weekend about Saudi Arabia making 4 new oil and gas discoveries. Michael, what were you thinking funny about this one?
Well, you read the press release. They're unconventional. So it just kills me. It just cracked me up. Saudi's in the unconventional game now. The world is flat. Up is down, left is right. Saudi's in unconventionals.
Oh, go figure that. Hey, 2020 was bad. 2021 is going to say, hold my beer. So you heard it here second. Okay, look at this. Total is now entering in operations permits with Egypt. We have a total unknown going on in oil. So international news desk is going to get blown up this year.
Well, and what's crazy is oil prices continue to rise, but all of the sentiment out there right now is more supply, more supply, more supply. So it's just funny that U.S. equities fall because COVID-19 cases are rising. Yet OPEC Plus, who's also reacting to the amount of oil supply that's going to be out there, is seeing an increase. It's just they're two diametrically opposed things, and they're working against each other.
And I think there's a reason why, Michael. And I think it's because people need cash flow. World economies are going to be really hurt because of last year's problems. Cash flow is king over OPEC's decisions.
Cash is king, Stu. Anything else on the international side today?
No, it's been crazy, dude.
It's been crazy. What a day to come back on the international side. Holy smoke. We couldn't have picked a better day. Let's move over to the U.S. side quickly. Couple things. Guys, remember in late October, Schlumberger and Liberty go ahead and combine for their new OneStim. Basically, Liberty is acquiring Schlumberger's U.S. onshore fracking business. That deal closes today. Liberty adds 2 Schlumberger board members to their board. Quote out of Liberty Oilfield is, today Liberty laid out the foundation for a new era of technology and sustainability in the oil and gas industry. We are driven to advance global energy across by bringing hydrocarbons to the surface in a clean, safe, and efficient way, according to Chris Wright, Liberty chairman and CEO. We love those guys over at Liberty. I like this deal for Liberty. Consolidating the U.S. frac business is exactly what needs to happen. You don't need to have all of these small different companies. I'd be shocked if Liberty and this new combined Schlumberger team didn't go snatch up a couple other frac businesses out there. That's part of the reason why we're up 1.45 percentage points. That's just a big it's a big deal that went through 99% of both boards. The other thing, this is a little international U.S. story. Last week, U.S. comes out and delists 3 Chinese telecom companies from the Nasdaq, citing security. Well, today it was leaked that Chinook, ticker symbol CEO, which is the Chinese natural oil company which trades on the Nasdaq, could be next in line. They were one of the biggest movers down today. They were the 4th biggest mover on the downside, down 4.5%. That would be a big hit. The other 2 companies are China Petroleum, or on top of China Petroleum, are PetroChina and Chemical Corp, also known as Sinopec. And this, according to Bloomberg intelligence analyst Henry Fung. Good reporting there. Holy smokes. We're talking, and that's what's interesting is as we switch administrations, the way they deal with, policy around the world affects oil and gas, because it's such an international chess game. If you've been following us at all over the past year, you know from the international side that it's just an absolute chess game. Whew, Stu, we missed anything today?
Other than what we got coming up tomorrow, we got more fun coming up.
Yeah, hopefully there's a resolution. We should find out in the morning what happens. It'll be interesting with OPEC. It'll be interesting to see what happens overnight on the overnight oil session tonight. When we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll see what prices are trading at. Guys, just continue to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Energy News. Subscribe to our tier. Check us out on the web at www.energynewsbeat.com. The best place for all of your energy news. I just saw a ticker symbol. Speaking of international news, 33% increase in November to December electric vehicle sales in China. They're going EV, Stu.
Oh, they are. EV is just going really crazy. We got a lot of stories on that. Got some things coming around the corner. And Elon Musk, we're talking a lot.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
Elon. Anyway, it's a lot of fun coming around the corner. We'll see if we can get him on the show to interview him.
Oh, yeah. I'll hold my breath on that one. But with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and let you get out of here, get back to work, finish your day. Thank you for checking us out on the new and improved Energy News Beat here on January 4th, 2021. Until next time, guys, we will see you then. Bye.